This year I celebrated Day of the Dead on November 1st and 2nd, and I learned more about how to celebrate my loved ones who have passed. If you don't already know how to make your own altar, then come along with me to the Longmont Museum, where we're going to see beautiful displays and you can learn to make your own. So recently in my own town, we lost a very, very special life, and it's hard to go to the community events and she's not there, and I miss her. And you know, she did so much for the community. She really did.
Making history here in Lyons, Colorado for 159 years.
Anyone who is privileged enough to know Lyons' beloved matriarch, Miss Lavern Johnson, knows that she put her entire heart and soul into building our community. It was so important to her to recognize longtime families and members of our community and keep their stories alive.
The Vasquezes, the Tilsons, the Collards, and we do have a lot of old-time families that are still here.
In order to preserve the lives of people who are gone and all that they worked for, we must never lose sight of our long and rich history and why those who came before us fought so hard for a future they'd only see a part of.
Aaron plans to go to college to be a history or PE teacher. He says these sports have taught him to never give up and keep pushing through the rough times to overcome the impossible and have the heart to do so. So that's really deep thinking.
I just want to say thank you all. I love this town. This is my hometown. There's no other place where I'd rather be. In this beautiful town, the mountains are here, and I'm just so grateful to be living in this town. Lions pride forever.
Thank you, Aaron.
As the seasons change, I'm reminded of those who came before me, and I wonder what it must have been like for them as they saw the days becoming shorter and colder, knowing they had a long, uncertain winter ahead. In the last few years, I've been feeling like so many of my own holidays are so commercialized, and I wanted to try celebrating differently, to bring the focus back to meaningful traditions that can be passed down to our kids. This is a time when seasonal festivals bring us together. Some people use bonfires to celebrate and light the darker months, and others celebrate the souls who have passed by visiting cemeteries to pray and decorate family graves. It is known as a time when the veil between this world and the other is thin, making the boundary easier to cross. Today I visited some special people, but there was one in particular that I was here to see. You sure picked a nice spot, and I'm glad you two can be together again. Miss Lavern, I am so grateful for this little town that you built, where I could raise my family in a place that felt safe. Thank you for making such a difference in all of our lives, and for showing up over and over again. I miss you, Miss Lavern. We all miss you. I think it's important to honor our loved ones after they're gone. Their lives here on this planet deserve to be remembered and talked about and celebrated in whatever way feels right. It's hard to see the empty space that is left behind by your loved one. So while time can heal, this time of year can be particularly hard when you've recently, or any time you've lost a loved one. I've spent a lot of time looking up at the sky and thinking about my dad, and looking at the clouds and the stars is just a way to connect. A lot of people who've lost someone will say that they still have some sort of a connection with them after they passed. So it can be like a feeling or a sign. Maybe they're getting a message, or maybe just feeling a presence. Yeah, so people don't want to talk about this a lot because it can make them feel like maybe people think that they're delusional or something. But these stories are happening more often than we think. It's healthy to maintain a connection with somebody who's died because it helps us acknowledge their death, and it also provides comfort. So unfortunately, earlier this year, my stepdad passed away. And so with both my dads gone, I was looking for a special way to honor them and celebrate their lives. And I remembered that people make altars for their families to celebrate their loved ones who've passed. And that is part of Day of the Dead celebration. So I decided that I wanted to build my own altar. And the Longmont Museum had a display of altars. And I went down there to check them out so that I could learn how to make one. So this was earlier in the month, but I kind of feel like celebrating our loved ones can just happen anytime. I found it to be very festive and very joyful. And so I think you're going to enjoy it. So come along with me and let's go check it out. Today, I'm here at the Longmont Museum. I really am excited to check out the altars and ofrendas that people have made for their loved ones who've passed away. And I'm hoping to be able to make my own. Here we go, come along with me. The entrance to the exhibit was a beautiful arch of marigolds where we were allowed to stop and write a message to our loved ones. Day of the Dead is about remembering, honoring, and loving those who have left us. These are the altars. These are displays that families set up in their homes to honor their deceased loved ones. Pictures of our loved ones are placed on the altar, as well as the things that they loved and foods that they loved. Altars can be different shapes and sizes, but most of them will have some of the same objects on them, such as marigolds or bread of the dead. You'll see things like candles and photographs, sugar skulls, flowers. Making an altar is important because it honors loved ones who've passed.
Recuerdos de nuestro amor que llevo siempre. Your touch is a memory. Your kiss is a dream. These dreams and these memories are always with me. Yeah, these dreams and these memories are always with me. May your love remain.
This altar was built by members of the It's About Youth program, and it honors the lives of participants and family members of the teens in the program.
Your love remain. El invierno amargo y feroz, la primavera no sabe de vos, que tu corazón y tu alma permanezcan. Con su color le pego el sol al suelo oscuro que nada me dio, que tu corazón y tu amor se quede aquí, que se quede aquí.
Well, I think I've gotten a really good idea about how to make my own altar. I was able to, see some of these people and parts of their lives. Even though I don't know them, I felt like I was connecting with them. There are special altars made just for people's pets. Thank you very much to the Longmont Museum. And I just want to say thank you so much to the people who created these altars. They're fantastic. They're beautiful.
Your love remain. May your love remain. May your love remain. May your heart be strong and your love remain. May your love remain.
The Ofrendas exhibit was so amazing, and I was able to purchase a couple things from the gift shop. I'm excited. Let's go.
Be strong and your love remain.
All right, there's one more place I need to stop. So don't you worry, Miss Lavern. We'll keep dancing, and we'll keep telling stories, and we'll keep finding ways to honor those who came before us.
May your heart be strong and your love remain.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see how I make my own altar, click right here.